When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new, something greater to be born, and with them, even greater threats to face. Bring it on! Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you. I just want it to be like the Crusader Corps. Like my father. I thought with my new powers I could be. But I failed. I let everyone down. I got people hurt. I just wanted to make the world a better place. And instead I made things worse. But now I have the chance to make things right with the help of one of the Crusader Corps. The Phoenix Senshi. And I will. I have to. Whatever it takes. I will find that spark again.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Someone says, what's the future? Vaughn Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
God, I need a new intro. But how are you guys doing? Do I have the right mic set up? I do. I'm doing everything right for once. This is epic.
That's just not true.
Okay. Well, right off the bat, we got
man.
a super chat. Gee, I wonder who it is. Vaucoma for $1.99. Homosexual activity occurring as we speak.
There was a lot of that this weekend.
That is just simply incorrect, as far as I know. Although, yeah, there was a weird conversation. Someone forced that upon us, and we were like very uncomfortable. But we don't need to get it.
Yeah, that was towards the end though. I think we have to wait for that one, guys. If we don't mention a penguin story, please remind us in the chat that we have to talk about penguin stories.
There's some parts I don't know if we're allowed to say. What do we got? Thank you guys so much, everyone. Flying Feline, gotta get back to topic list. Oh, how's it going? Yeah, these guys are great. How come Vaughn is not riding the short bus next to him? Yeah, I don't know. Why am I not invited? That's a good point.
Everyone's invited.
Dude, this guy is throwing money at me like I'm a stripper, except instead of praising me, he's insulting me. Volcoma for $199. Better late than never, but not in this case. Well, thank you. All right. So, Heroes Con. So this is the first time you and I met, and honestly, there was no like whatever. It was just kind of like it felt like we had already known each other. It was the same thing with the rest of the Rogues crew. I felt like. Did you feel that way?
You're very easy to bully, so it just came naturally to talk to you. So. Yeah, no, it was it was natural, I guess you could say that. Yeah, we had a great time. There was no awkward like
yeah, like
you're in
yeah. No, it wasn't like that. So that was fun. So I got there a Thursday and I was setting up for the con. My dumbass brought too much stuff. Lesson learned. Well, here's the thing. This amount of stuff would have been fine if I didn't have to pay to ship it. But I paid to ship it. So both ways.
Mistake.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was an expensive one, but it was a lesson learned. And that's okay. Where's my fucking wrench? It got lost in the mail. Hopefully my comics don't get lost in the mail. That would be very
Yeah, they should have been there today. Wait,
Today?
no, tomorrow. They should be there tomorrow. Sorry. Dude, my days are fucked up.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, so we got there, we set up, everything was great, and we had a great spot, honestly. Well, it was weird in terms of the people we were around, but it was kind of like in like almost like a more dead zone, I felt like.
No, I don't know. Just I think everyone had pockets like that or something like that, but
I enjoyed it regardless. Like I got a fair amount of customers. I really enjoyed it. And it was nice talking to people too. That was a lot of fun. And meeting people who had already backed the book that came up and get them signed. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I just had because I never even been to a con, never mind a big con. So like this is my first time going to sell my own thing, you know.
And you did great, man. You did better than I did.
I fucking know I did great. I know I did. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's like really I went into there, I was like, man, like it's one thing not to sell, but it's like it's totally another thing to sell because I acted like a bitch. And I just didn't want to not sell because I acted like a bitch, which didn't happen. So that was the goal, and I succeeded.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I had learned, this was really cool because I had learned how to table at cons. I'm so glad I have the experience I had before I started my own business because holy God. I had worked for a bunch of cons with Renee Witterstater and Michael Golden, like tabling for Michael Golden. So I'd be like doing the whole Carter Barker thing. Hey, here's this is what gets people's attention. So I had done tons of that. And I had helped set up tables. So I had, by the time it was my first convention, like come January, I was familiar with like how you have to just keep pitching and like don't be annoyed by rejections because ultimately, doesn't matter because like
yeah, if there's anything that you're familiar with, it's definitely rejection. So that worked in your favor, definitely. Yeah. I mean that's one thing I didn't. Again, it's like about being bitched out, but it's like, I was in the military and I was forced into, conversations and public speaking that I didn't want to be in. So
you did good. Like I would love to just say you did badly because it would be really funny. But you didn't.
No, I was fire, man. Like I was outselling like most of the comic people around me.
Yeah.
That's another thing. So
I want to make that clear. He didn't outsell me.
I almost did. No, I mean that was the thing, right? So I'm selling novels.
Yeah, you were selling novels. You were doing great.
Yeah, at a Comic-Con. So I was already like, man, if I could just get like half of what you sold, I was like that'd be a win. And I think I did. I think I sold more than half of what you sold. So hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great, man. It was great. These comments are so fucking stupid. These are so.
I love it. Keep it coming.
Did you get to meet Michael?
No. I'm bad with names too, so maybe I did, and I
don't think so. It was a couple tables because I talked to him because so one of the things is when there would be dead zones. I'll admit the first Friday I got too distracted and kept walking away, but I wanted to get my networking in. And the guest list at this show, unreal. like unreal. If you're a comic book fan, yeah. You can't call
definitely.
Michael Golden Mike. He does not like that.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I'm meeting so many different
Great.
people, and I'm also trying to put people's names to their usernames and or
Mhm.
faces to their usernames, and it's just like it's too much. I'm already dyslexic as it is, so
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, yeah. So there were a bunch of people. Most of these people I'd met before because it's my third year at Heroes Con. But yeah, Vaughn abandoned his corner faster than Hooker with a sore ass. That is not true. But there were a couple times I was like, yeah, this person, I want to talk to this person. But no, I mean, it was great, man. It was, and also the fact that it was just every night we'd go out, there were like too many people to hang out with. And we'd go out and we'd like get a group together. We'd go to the Weston bars where everyone is. And then we kind of do whatever. And so that was great. Like every night, I feel like we kind of did the same thing every night, but just it was right. I mean,
it's more or less. I mean, yeah, I went to a restaurant, then went back to the hotel for drinks and stuff like that. But also, you got to remember, you're staying up way later than I am. I'm fucking older than you, dude. I don't have your energy.
We're the same age.
Not to mention, yeah, we're the same age. Yeah. And then you slept in the first day.
Oh, dude, the first day. All right, so the first day,
guys, everybody, I know I wasn't able to tell people, or I didn't get as many pictures as I want. But this guy, he tells me, he's like, yeah, I fell asleep like this. Yeah. Without the sound effect, but he did this with his lip wrist.
So, all right. So for context, the first night, it's Thursday night, and I love bourbon. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Billy Tucci and Graham Nolan and Cecil for getting me hooked on bourbon at our first Garden State meetup. You know, instead of taking accountability for my own actions, of course. No, so I get a bourbon. I'm like, this is good. I like it. And then I got another one, and then I got another one. I think I had like 4 of them, to the point where the chick started like handing me water between each glass, and I fucking downed it every time. Anyway, then I'm like, all right, maybe it's about time to go to bed. And then Phil's like, we're going to another bar. And I'm like, all right. And then the process continued. And I got eventually at the end of the night, I got my drunk ass home and like just didn't even take off the covers or change clothing. I just fucking passed out like this. And now I have a red mark on my face the whole first day.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, and then I remember now that like you had the goal of trying to hit on the bartender, and your approach was to lean up on the bar in the most feminine manner ever.
No, hang on. First of all, I considered it, and then I thought, I also was like, I'm too fucking drunk. Like, there's like Riz drunk.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Past that.
That's why. Yeah.
Well, I was no, and also I was not slapped. Also, I was like, you know, we're gonna be at the same bar all weekend. It's going to be really fucking awkward.
Yeah, that's why. This is a good cope. This is a good cope.
Until the Hot Girls are cons. Yeah, exactly. The lads are back in town. We are. We survived. So another thing we did is, so the first night I show up fucking drunk. The first couple hours of the show, I'm like,
your eyes were glowing.
Coffee. I'm like, you know. But I got it together. I did get it together. And then what did we do the first Friday? Was that when we went out and took our Dungeoneers picture? I think that was the first night.
Was it Thursday? No, I think it was Friday.
No, it was Friday.
Edwin was there. You said I thought you said Thursday, but yeah.
We'll get to Chris Claremont. Do not worry. Chris Claremont.
Oh yeah. But no, I forgot. I don't know why. I gotta pull up the Bully Von Coleman ventures. I wish I could bring it all up right now.
Yeah, I didn't see. Here's the thing, because I got home and I immediately passed out because the last night was an all-nighter for me because I had to fly out so early. I'm like, fuck it, might as well not go to bed. And then I was just so exhausted.
Yeah, I'm tired. Dude, talking to people.
I went to work.
Around.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like I have to like take it relatively easy on myself, but I probably won't. Because I have another one next Thursday. So we're, I guess, the Dungeoneers 2.0, even though there's literally no Dungeoneers and there's no well, there wasn't a dungeon the first time either.
We're the handshaking ears.
Oh no, were they? What did they call us? The Handshake Boys? Handshake Boys. That's what we'll call us.
Okay. What is that? Let me. Yeah, sure. I don't know. There's got to be a better name. I've been saying it's the handshake heard around the world.
I just thought it was the people I was currently hanging out with. I didn't think we needed a group name. I don't know. I was like, that's Bat Sauce. That's, I didn't think.
I'm rebranding. It's just Bats. And before anyone thinks it's because I'm pissed because people call me Butt Sauce, I don't mind that actually because people don't forget that name. And if I'm remembered, that's a positive. It's just weird hearing people call me Bat Sauce. I don't know. Wait. No, I shared the wrong thing. Did I share that?
No, I'm sharing that, dingus.
Oh, okay. What the fuck? I shared something.
So this is the new Dungeoneers pick. First of all, why is it blurry?
Yeah, I don't know,
we couldn't take a non-blurry picture. Otherwise, it was good. Otherwise, good picture.
Yeah, I'm like blending in with the black shirt back there.
Oh no way! It says bussin'. No way! That is perfect. Oh my god!
Oh man. Yeah.
Paulus Art says your Bat Sauce. Deal with it.
Yeah, I suppose it's fine.
Yeah, you sound really enthusiastic about that.
My voice is like gone still, man. It's fucking, like I said, not being a socially awkward weirdo, you have to like pitch to people and look like a lot. Like majority of the sales were from pulling people to the table. People who didn't pull people to the table didn't make sales.
That was another thing too. So like this was because generally speaking, that does make a huge difference. But like this show, if I'm not pitching to someone, they're not buying my book unless they already know me. And even then, if they already knew me, I still had to, because it was like one of the things about this con was there were so many creators with cool looking books. Like the people crossing us, there's like, and I was like, I want to buy that. And you can't and you have to, if anything, if you're a creator, you have like a few you get to pick, and most likely they're going to be your friends' books.
Yeah, I bought one book while I was there. Got Duck Boy's book. Yeah, Little Hazmats. I did want to get some. I really wanted to get Earthbound as well, but
Earthbound is so good.
I had money for one person's comic, and I got Duck Boys. And I am excited for this because his cover looks dope. I like this. I like the sound of his story. Can't wait to check it out. Also, he just came out with a really cool video. Once you guys are done here, hop onto his channel.
I haven't seen it. But
it's good. It's good. He's making quality stuff.
Elasmat, good people. So we got Elasmat, Perberg. That was great too. So I didn't get to see, you sound impoverished.
Impoverished? Oh man. Dude, I don't know, like
not impoverished.
What? Whatever. Move on.
Anyway, so it was Pear, it was the Diaz brothers. Did you meet Chad Townsend? Because they were on the other side. Chad's a really cool dude. He worked in animation.
Which one is he? I don't
think you probably didn't meet him.
No, I stuck by the table most of the time, which was kind of probably a mistake. But I'm Brandon Diaz, surprisingly short. Only like 5'5". Yeah, you didn't notice he's like 5'5".
He's 5'5".
And then you got Phil, who's like, I mean, he's tall, but he's definitely somebody who's like 5'11" and tells people he's 6 foot.
Than the Diaz brothers, of course.
I am very significantly taller than them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marcus was hanging out with us. He gave me my sketchbook is with Bobby. Yeah, Kayla is true. Kayla was trying to so I was drinking and I was shit-faced drunk at Terrificon last year outside of my hotel room. Literally, it was in walking distance. She's like, "Do you need me to walk you back?" I'm like, "It's just the elevator." She's like, "I'm scared."
You still need someone to walk you back.
That's what Project Analysis said. He was like, "Vaughn, you were fucked up that night."
You have trouble getting where you need to when you're sober. Like, why would you not need help when you're drunk?
This is true. I do struggle with this. But so that was funny. That was great. The bartender made me drink as well. I'll drink water. Sounds safer for Vaughn than Vegas. It's significantly safer for me than Vegas was. But Vegas was a good time too. But this time, there was a constant. every night we'd be like, all right, where are we going? We get a group together, then we meet back up at the bar. And it was great. And it was really cool too, because one of the things, so with me, because I love comics, I've gone here 3 years in a row. So, you know, it's generally a lot of the same professionals you see, but it's cool because you'll be like, oh, I know who this person is. And what's cool about it too is sometimes I'll meet someone whose work I haven't known much about. I to go and kind of do research. I'm like, oh, like I know this person from this or from this or from this. And that was really cool. Especially may have gotten some potential covers. Like some people said they're interested in covers.
A lot. You got a lot of people saying they want to do covers for you.
Now the thing is, I can't afford all of them right away. Dude, actually, issue 4 just has like 18 variant covers, and they all sell like a copy. That would be very financially irresponsible.
Yeah. Yo, put up my screen real quick. We have the first venture of Bully Von hashtag Bully Von Coleman during the con. Yeah, you showed up like a little bit late. Not after the con started, but there was like an hour when the
they were
VIP
like 3 hours
people...
before, because normally what happens is they let it open for a day, but there's always going to be people that show up the day of, so they have it open like in addition to the Thursday for people to set up, like 3 hours before for Friday morning. And so that was the thing. Name names, Vaughn. Okay, so one of them I was talking to, I had talked to him last year, and he came up. He told me he loves Phenomenova, so hopefully I get a quote from him. But J.G. Jones and I were talking. He was really cool. I'm going to have him for an interview at some point. It just hasn't worked out yet. But he's like the nicest guy. Hang on, I think you were talking to him with us, weren't you, or no?
I had way too many conversations. Like this is like again, I'm pitching a book about customer service, and I'm also kind of like now back into customer service at the con. It's like you see so many different people, you forget who you talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, he was a cool one. And then another cool incident I had was I was talking to Mike Barron, and I was talking to him. I was talking about his Punisher run, right? And I'm like, oh, like, have you talked to like Carl Potts yet? And he's like, yeah, I talked to Carl earlier. I'm like, have you talked to Klaus Janson yet? Because Klaus Janson did the first 5 issues. And Mike's like, I haven't talked to him in like years. And I'm like, do you want to? And you were like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not missing out on this opportunity. Because like these guys did like, let me see if I have it on my shelf. So the first 5 issues of the ongoing series were Klaus Janson and Mike Barron. And I was like, oh my God, I get to like, these guys haven't seen each other in years. So I brought Mike Barron over to Klaus's table, and they just start talking. And it was really cool. They're like, oh, I haven't seen you in years. How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And that was really cool. While I'm at the table, I see that Klaus has a print of... Hold on, where is it?
Print of...
I had it. All right, damn it. All right, I left it downstairs, but it was a print of Punisher issue 1, like where he has the rocket launcher. So I got both of them to sign that. That was really fun. And yeah, I don't know. That was really cool. I'd love to get Klaus to do something at some point, but we'll see. I first read Mike Barron with Badger #1 when it was new. I heard that was fantastic. I haven't read that yet. I want to read Nexus. But yeah,
Nexus. I think I really want to read. I mean,
I like the Kelsey Shannon run, or not run. Yeah. The what was it called? Scourge.
I gotta get Global Comics for this reason though, because I ain't fucking.
Is Nexus on there? Comics. I hope so. Because I know they have an omnibus coming out right now. But yeah, no, Mike, from what I've read of Nexus, because I've read the origin, really cool. What Batman comic did Mike write? I didn't know he wrote some Batman. That's awesome.
Here, I got another thing, screen.
Here we fucking go with this shit.
So they're just taken shortly after he shows up. You can see his eyes are red still from the night before.
Oh god!
And
my hair looks.
Noticed.
Can you tell that's bedhead, dude? I fucking rolled right out of bed, and I'm like, ah, shit, I'm late for the con. Actually, that's not true.
Yeah, you had a rough night with your boyfriend, Bobby. You know, it's whatever.
Is not true.
And I noticed because this guy can't get out of my face, but I'm like, bro, you got a Hitler stash. Like, what the fuck?
I missed the spot.
Savage that zooms up. Oh my god, my internet. Holy shit. There we go. It's a Hitler stash.
Dude, I immediately I had to go up and I go.
You missed the wrong spot, dude.
I did it. It was an accident. All right. Oh man.
Oh shit. Oh.
But yeah, that was good, man. That was good. So, yeah, it was just nonstop us shitting on each other back and forth. And that was great. So, like, our table setup, by the way, great setup. We had so my buddy Bobby, he flew in on Friday morning, so he was hanging with us. For those of you that don't know, he basically did the back covers for issues 1 and 2, did the corner box logo, the Rebel Oasis logo, and he's doing the cover for issue 3. Bobby's done a ton. So no matter what issue you get, people can get it signed by him. And whenever he was by the table, he'd sign some stuff. We had Frege, and of course the cover for the back cover for Phenomenova issue 1 is of course an homage to Bloodstrike, which meant what was an extra sales pitch because I could say you could get this back cover signed by Bobby and take it over Dan Frege because he was right there. It was great. And then next to us we had Henri. Hang on. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, a big thing about this whole con is like just trying to figure out what works to sell, like what to pitch and everything
Henri
like that.
great.
I mean, my pitch transformed like 6 or 8 times, every day, and then working with the people next to you, because that was the thing. Like I've heard that like some tables people were sharing and they weren't working with each other. They're kind of treating each other as competition.
Best table mate ever, dude. He'd send people our way. Henri Campan. I just wanted to make sure I had it right. Henri Campan. He is,
and Joe
and then
too.
On the other side, we had Joe Bernardo, who I think is often in these chats. Joe Bernardo, great. So, and between us, Joe and I were just ripping on each other the entire time. That was great. Henri was giving me like all these great pointers for how to sell. It was
you needed them.
Yeah. I didn't know that Batman Annual 12 was Mike's first book. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like a big thing about this is like you got to get the people to the table, right? Mm-hmm. And so if somebody else gets a person to the table, that doesn't mean that you can't drag them to your table. It actually makes it much easier because it's like you already got them like halfway there, so it's like, hey, move on right here. And then like the more kind of trust people.
This guy was right by us. Yeah.
The more trust people kind of had with each other, it's just like they started to like push them over because it was like give and get or whatever you say, right? It was like symbiotic.
Oh yeah, no, it was great, and also surprisingly, like we never had an issue. I don't think really, like maybe jokingly a few times of pitching over each other. It was kind of like one of us pitches first, and the other follows. I felt like it was super easy because I was wondering about that. Like, oh, is someone going to step on other toes? I didn't feel that way at all.
No, definitely not.
What helped that we were selling 2 very different products. One was a book and mine was a superhero book. Yours were books, and there was no.
Yeah, I don't even think that would be a problem though, because then you like it's even between you and Henri, they're sitting right next to each other, both selling comic books. Like, there was many times you were both getting the same customer.
Yeah. No, and it was the toughest thing too, because here's the thing about this show. Normally you have people that say, they're like, I don't want, or they'll be, I want to come back, and they won't. You could tell with this show, there are people that would like our stuff, genuinely like our stuff, and just couldn't because there was so much shit to buy. You had like, and obviously like the system I had figured out basically was because they had the biggest professionals were like way down away from us. So you had like JR, Jerry Conway, Chris Claremont, who else were like the big names? Like Roy Thomas was there for one day. Like all the big names were like in one spot. And so that the morning would be quieter because everyone would be online. For
everyone's getting their signatures out of the way.
And then whatever they had left over, it was like we were all like fighting over for who we could get,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people around us, and it's just like we were like, dude, between me, you, and Henri too, we were like the most aggressive with trying to get people to our table, and the sales were showing because of it. What? Hail the chat, yeah.
Yeah, no. So that was fun. And it was no.
So
I mean,
how
it
many
was
times
good.
did you pitch my book? Because I know I pitched your book to like a bunch of people because I'm such a good guy.
Well, I would direct them to you and say you should check out his book as well. But I didn't.
Oh, that's it. Thanks.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, I think I actually was pitching his book better than Vaughn because
That is not
when
true.
I'm pitching the book, it doesn't look like a self-insert book. It looks like
That is true, dude. There were a couple of self-insert comments, and I get those at cons because my banner has
You got a few of those.
Well, because here's the thing, like that was the annoying thing because it's a team book, and I'm waiting. Like once I get to like, I think maybe after issue 3, I might change it, but I don't know. But they'll be like, "This is you." I'm like, "What?" I always do tongue in cheek.
No, yeah, they were literally like, "So this is you, right?"
And they would still buy it. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
No,
but that was fun. I got the screen shared again. I think this is the last. I guess I didn't get enough Bully von Coleman's in. I'm a little disappointed myself.
I'm really upset about that.
I was busy.
Really heartbreaking. Was that you? Yeah, you made that comment, Edwin, but you weren't the only one.
You were
You
not.
gotta
Like people made the exact comment, the same words.
To be honest, I think there was multiple. They'd be like, "Wow, this is," and I'd get those at cons. And sometimes I don't feel like having the self-insert conversations. I go, "So anyway, this is how much the book costs," and I kind of. But it's great though, you know. No, legally distinct for me. All my mods bully me.
Yeah, good. He deserves it. But
so
I have to share put my screen up.
Right, Jesus.
All right, Jesus. So this is the
The
last.
shirt still?
No, I gave it to you. Remember? You're supposed to be wearing it.
All right, hold on. Let me go find it. But tell everyone about this.
I'll tell everyone about this. Okay, so you probably can't tell from the pictures, but actually, this photo right here, the second one, if it loads, this was the first photo taken, and as you can tell, Vaughn had no idea why I was wearing this. It wasn't until I said, "Hey, look," and let me zoom in because, like, I know. Some people, when I would like show them the shirt, and they give me that awkward, like, "Oh yeah," like they obviously didn't know what the hell was going on, and then like later they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't see that." Okay, zooming in doesn't fucking work. Jesus Christ. Anyways, there's a picture of Vaughn. If Arza's in the chat, Arza, send me this solo photo again. I'm gonna have to find that. I can't control what's being shown on the screen right now, so I'm not going to show you guys my DMs. And my voice is, I know my voice is typically deep, but Jesus Christ, it is something else today. Just talking way too many people, man. All right, let me read some comments.
Hello.
Oh, there you go. Hey, look.
Right, so this is the stupid fucking. So for context, this dickhead. We're like, let's get a picture. He goes behind me. Bobby and I are doing thumbs up because you can't. I don't think you can. There's no video of it, right? We're doing thumbs up. We're like, yay, like this. And then he comes in, and he goes to the back and he puts this on. Now this is the shirt in question. So I hadn't seen the shirt yet by the time the picture is taken.
And that was the idea, helped by, I think, Professor Savage Dad assisted me with that, and Iron Oxide.
What was this picture from? Like, I don't even remember.
Arza, well, I think Arza just screenshotted, like, a random face because you make a lot of weird faces on your streams, and I think he just captured one. If you remember, too, because he made one of me, and it's not that awkward, and he's like, dude, I struggled. I looked for, like, ever. You don't make awkward faces because I'm a Chad. I mean, I can't. Yeah. It's just how it is.
We need this on the phenomenon of if people buy it. I mean, dude, like, listen, if I could make money off this dumbass idea, why not? Dude, there are so
yeah, it's the Phenomenova character T-shirt. The character Phenomenova.
All right, if people want to buy this stupid ass shirt, I will actually put it on the campaign. All right, I'm putting it on the campaign. Wait, hang on. So how do we get because I didn't make the shirt, but you used my
I will help you out with that behind the scenes.
Yeah. So that happened, and now I'm
That
stuck with the
happened.
shirt,
Mm-hmm. You're stuck?
dude. And the
What do you mean you're
whole
stuck?
fucking
It's a great shirt. That shirt breathes too. Get out of here.
it's comfortable.
It's like a $20 shirt. How dare you, sir? Yeah, I
All
get
right.
a percentage of that, guys, on the campaign.
Dude, that'd be great. Get people wearing this around my booth.
Yeah.
You know, I love how I don't have any actual Phenomenova merch, but I'll have this stupid shit. I need to because
Yeah.
I have some cool shit, man.
You do. Well, you should get some. You only have your comic books, but I mean, I didn't sell shit for merch. I only sold books.
Well,
although
dude, that was
people
what
were
I
like,
did.
I had my coin. If people saw my little coin,
Yeah, giving incentives for people to sign up for your email list or follow you on socials.
yeah, people
Huge.
really like that. And I'm not the first person to do a challenge coin for their book, but like I had a few comments of people like coming back and they're like, dude, I don't know why it's stupid, but I really like this coin. I'm like, nice.
To a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the book. I just care about the coin.
$10 for the coin, and then you happen to get a book on the side. That's how they look at it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So what was some of your favorite sales? They remember
Favorites. I mean, I guess the
like
people-
interactions that end up in a sell.
Well, I mean,
you know?
it was cool seeing Zaylin on Twitter. Like he was someone who had followed both of us.
Yeah.
And it was really cool seeing both of like that. Hey, I didn't get a notification. That's messed up.
I literally DM'd it. What are you talking about?
Dark gift.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so shit, I lost it. Okay, so I think seeing Zaylin come up from the chat, that was really cool. Especially because it's cool when people actually are already a fan of your book. That helps too. Although it was cool meeting new people, but when it's someone who's like, hey, I liked it, I missed this variant cover, I want to get it signed over here, that kind of stuff is fun. Because it's like they'll ask you questions about the store, or I really liked the way this issue went. You know, that stuff is fun because it's like it's easier and they're more enthusiastic about the stuff on the table. If anything, they're like, this speaks to me, I want this. That A, makes your job easier, and B, it shows that you're resonating with people already. So that's probably my favorite, just because it's cool seeing people that are already passionate about your project and they want more. That's my favorite. And again, this is someone who I've interacted with on socials. And it's cool kind of seeing, oh, now I remember you more. Like I've seen your face, but I remember you more. That's another good one.
No, definitely.
Oh!
Ripper fans, interesting.
Okay, I didn't know you were a guy from Red Band. All right, that makes sense. All right.
I don't even know.
He's from a fellow Jersey boy.
Yeah, everyone's from fucking Jersey. Everyone's from fucking Jersey or New York. Like all of you.
Speaking
and then
of
my freaking accent's coming out this weekend. I'm like, what the hell is this, man? Better not stick.
Speaking of
I'm from Jersey.
Speaking of which, we're Garden State Comic Fest this weekend. That's gonna be
this
fun.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
You get some handshakes out?
I mean, I'll probably shake my fan. If the people want to shake my hand, yeah, why not?
Yeah, you should probably. I'm shaking a lot of hands this weekend. Yeah.
I got it.
You didn't even ask me the same question, sir.
What was your favorite sale?
Dude, that like I think on Friday was like, I really like your book, man. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna try to come back, which meant he had the whole weekend to spend the money for my book because there's a lot of other sales, and then he came back running like late Sunday and was like, I saved this for you, dude. Thanks, man.
Those I love when the people like they come back and you can tell they've rushed back in the last day. Am I too late?
I didn't run out of books, dude. It's not doing that good.
But yeah, that was fun. That was great. And then every night, I took it easier Friday night because I needed to wake up for Saturday. Oh, and this is the Saturday you were there for the fake cigar party, right?
No, I left
This is where, I got it. This is the most Billy Tucci story ever. Okay. So for context, So I hang out with Billy a lot. I say whenever he tells me he's going to meet up at a place at a time, I call it Tucci time. I add 90 minutes at least because he's always late, because he's always talking at dinner for like whatever. He's never been on time, ever. So we go, and before the con, I'm like, he goes, we're doing cigar nights every night. Bring your most expensive cigar, not any of that cheap shit. Thursday night, there's no cigar night tonight. I'm like, all right, dude. Friday night, there's no cigar night.
No, it's not doing it.
And
Dude,
then Saturday
tired,
night,
man.
Saturday night, we're like, this is the night. He shows up, we're ready to go, and he's like, oh yeah, I can only be here for 10 minutes. I got to go to bed.
Bro, not everyone is 25 years old. It's just that's what happens, man.
He was like, you got to get the cigars. So we're like, oh shit. So we go out, we smoke cigars, and that is when we got bombarded by a very strange story that I did not. I don't even know if I'm going to tell this story.
You did not consent. Go for it. You have to.
All right. So this fucking guy, he comes up to us and he just we're talking about Batman, and an explicit detail. He starts talking about how he wants to fuck Danny DeVito's Penguin from Batman Returns. An explicit and at first we thought he was fucking with us because like who do we fuck would want? Like even if you're a gay guy, but he keeps going, and he doesn't, and we're like trying to like awkwardly and he just keeps going, and we're like
he really wanted to fuck,
but like
Danny
I don't
DeVito's
need to
Penguin.
know this, and he kept in the details, and I was like, dude, and then he goes, anyway, come by my table tomorrow, and we were like, yeah, okay, man. We did not come by his table the next day.
Yeah. So do you have any? Yeah, I know it was weird. I remember the thing was like I didn't have a story with the Penguin guy, but it seems like everyone else had a story with the Penguin guy.
Yeah, so I brought this up the next day thinking this is obscure, and then someone was like, he talked to me the other year. He said he wanted to fuck this character, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it was the weirdest thing. So I don't remember this guy's name, but I do remember things I wish I could forget.
But yeah, we had a great time. The after party that Heroes Con threw was freaking awesome.
Oh yeah,
they shuttled people from the hotel and then gave us all free food. That was like really, really delicious. The only thing which was completely out of their control was fucking hot. It was really hot outside with the fans, and then you tried to go inside with the comics, and the AC couldn't keep up with all the body heat going on. It just was hot. I'm like, fuck. But
yeah, that was cool. So that I want to talk about, because that was like one of the highlights. Kayla, it's showtime. We're getting to your part. So this was where, comic professionals are there. For those that don't know, Heroes Con is at this comic book store called Heroes Are Not Hard to Find. That's the name of the store, so hence Heroes Con. And at the end of every show, they have like kind of a backyard, almost like barbecue, like kickback, and people can go into the thing. It's like fans and creators, everyone's there. And of course, Chris Claremont is there. And at one point, you can walk into the comic shop, and I go in the shop, and for those that don't know, he's been doing these mini series. He's been doing these mini series, and one of them he's doing Kitty Pryde and Wolverine, which I know some people don't like that mini series. I think it's great. It's great.
See, as people know from Vaughn's videos or just talking to him ever, all you hear about is Chris Claremont, Chris Claremont, Chris Claremont.
Yes.
And then this guy goes and talks to Chris Claremont, and you're like, oh, he's going to get annoyed real quick. But you guys are talking for like an hour.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, because I just completely forgot that he existed.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot. Yeah.
So you took this picture because I had just assumed I wouldn't need to get it because I assumed you guys would be taking pictures. But
yeah. I figured you'd want it.
Yeah. If you want MSK, I'll give you more Claremont stuff to read because that was good. The Kitty Pryde Wolverine, yeah. Well, they're doing a follow up to that, except it's called Wolverine and Kitty Pryde. There's a new one. Yeah, the new one is coming out. Chris is so nice. Like people are like, never meet your heroes. No, Chris is great. Like I've met him multiple times, but he was just going like. So what happened was,
did you shake his hand?
I didn't. I don't think, but I don't know. Have I shaken it? Because I've talked to him. Like he's put his hand on my shoulder and whatever, and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, but I don't know.
Okay, this is weird. This is getting weird. This is getting weird.
No, because I'm thinking if I've ever done a handshake.
I assumed it was a yes, but okay, move on.
Anyway, so what happened is I'm going to the new books rack and I see Kitty Pryde Wolverine issue 2, and I'm like, oh, I didn't get that. I reach out to grab it, and he turns around because he wrote it. He's like, oh, I hear it's really good, because he's got like a very sarcastic sense of humor. And then we just started talking, and it was great, man. Like that was the highlight. He was just like talking about like the way he thinks of stories. He just starts talking like not even, I don't even have to like feel like I'm bothering him, because I guess we've talked many times before, so he knows, that anything he says I'm interested in. And I just learned so much about him as a writer and his process. It was just so cool. I want to nerd out forever, but I feel like that would get
no, nobody wants to hear you talk.
That's not true. Actually, the chat, I'm sure, they're much more. Here's the thing: you say that most of the people in this chat are probably. What's up, Allie? Most of the people in this chat are probably more cultured than you and would actually be enthralled to hear what Chris Claremont had to say.
Sure,
but
we heard enough.
Heard enough. No, that's fine. I just wanted you guys
kidding.
to know. I was going to tell you some cool X-Men trivia, but no, it's okay because Bad Sauce doesn't want you. I'm going to just no.
Put the picture back up. Put the picture back up. I had something to show.
All right, here we go with this shit.
What?
No,
it's nothing against you. No, I was gonna say what's cool. I don't remember if it was right next to where the picture ends on the left side, or if it's like right behind Chris Claremont. Vatican City was like.
Oh yeah, I grabbed that too.
On the back, yeah. It's just cool because it was like you walked in there. I accidentally found it like very easily.
Yeah, no, that was great. I had the Vatican City. Yeah, exactly. So it was Vatican City was back there. What else did I grab? Because I left them with Bobby by accident, but it was Vatican City. I grabbed Vatican City.
I got all your comics right now.
Oh, you have them?
I think so. I got like a Spider-Man one. I forgot what it was.
Oh, I brought Death of the Stacys to get signed by Jerry Conway, but then I started actually doing my job, and I realized I can't get everything I want signed. So
yeah, that's how you really lose all your money.
Dude, I would have lost it all if I got everything on. I need to find it. Vatican City 2. Well, I haven't read 3 yet, but I love issue 2. But yeah, no, that was great, man. That was so cool.
I was gonna say because there's one more picture in the comic shop I was gonna show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we were hanging out basically until they're like, "Hey guys, try to get on the shuttle now." What?
What did you guys do while I was talking to Chris Claremont?
We were looking at this book. Put the screen up.
What is this?
Stefan Beautiful Marcia or something like that. I don't remember what exactly it says. It was a very weird book. And it was what did it say? Like, what are you reading chats while I'm talking?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, there was like another book next to it that had like very like interesting, weird. It was like scribbles, but it was very like symbolic pages, I guess. And it was trying to like figure
hearing
out
you talk about art is like it's like hearing an immigrant try to speak English.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you.
My name is Steve. I am from New York City.
I'm collecting my thoughts, all right? I don't need you interrupting them, all right? It's already hard enough. But all right. What else do we want to get into? Because there is things to get into.
Chris Claremont might be married to a black woman, but Chris Claremont.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
I don't think so. I'm pretty confident on that.
Yeah, his son is white, so I don't think so. That was great too. We hung out. So that night we were hanging out with Chris's son and Billy Tucci's son. They were great, of course. And it was a lot of fun. Conway said that he had to leave his comic books off his resume. That's messed up, dude. That's messed up.
It is.
But yeah, I mean, overall, dude, it was such a good. It was for nothing else. It was great. I thought
I love
Clermont
the
had a
chat.
restraining order against him. No, actually, I'm almost done with this run. Like I'm 3 issues left, and I don't want to let it go, man.
Yeah. Well, the
And
X-Men.
I told him because I
run.
was like, it's funny. There's certain differences in the way certain writers talk, but he'll be like, I was like, I've heard outside of your run that the second best run is Grant Morrison's run. He kind of looks at me and goes, all right, get back to me when you read that. Let me know what you think. I'm curious. So he seems like he has some thoughts on it, which I'm interested in. Yeah. But I did ask, like, one of the questions I asked him is if because Emma Frost did some vile shit during his run. And I was like,
yeah. You get distracted. You're mid-sentence, and then you.
I was looking at. I'm sorry.
What is going on here? I was going to show off some of the things I was able to collect at the end.
True. Well, there's so many goddamn spin-offs.
What are you doing? You're interrupting me now while reading a chat? What the fuck is this? Jesus. So Bobby, our good friend Bobby the artist, he was able to draw this for me at the end. I got an original Bobby. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. He signed it for me. Nice. Cherish that. I you got some original. I don't know if you got any original art. I did.
Yes.
I also got this. I believe this is Mike Miller Doodles.
What is this? That was on his table?
There's some shit on his table when everyone's packed up.
Do you think because that doesn't look, that doesn't look like his art?
It doesn't at all. Maybe, I don't know if it's somebody next to him or just a kid. Maybe it was a kid.
It was like, this is my portfolio. And he's like, yeah, fucking whatever. And he just like,
yeah.
I don't know. He
was like, he was planning something out and he just gave up. I don't know. And then also, this one is really cool. I got an original Mike S. Miller price sign. So, get this. I think next con I see him, I'm going to get him to sign this.
So I do that at people's conventions. The Penguin guy might have drawn that. That's true.
Oh. Ooh, maybe I can get him to sign if I can see him at next year.
I don't remember his name, and I think that might have been an intentional decision.
Yeah, I forgot that on purpose. Yeah.
If I ever meet you, it was nice meeting you. He was nice to me. If I ever see him again, it was nice meeting him, but I would prefer if we talked about literally anything else next time.
Yeah.
Like any other topic.
Yeah. You didn't want to talk about. There was one guy talking about time traveling. And he's got to save the world. Remember? The time travel dude?
What happened?
What just happened to you? Did you just crash?
No, Kayla sent me something, and like a good host, I'm looking at it.
Kayla, be careful. The processing speed in his fucking head just clogged up. Like, what the hell?
Continue.
Like, watching this guy pack up and try to figure out where the boxes are going, and he's just like, I'm like losing it. I'm like, figure it out, man. There's not that many boxes.
Dude, when I have to pack things up, I'm getting better at it now, but like, dude, my brain had a fucking aneurysm when I had to pack up from the show.
Yeah.
Like getting into the show was fine, but for some reason, like after the show, my brain just like shit itself.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. It was definitely different when it was at the end of the show, not the same at the beginning of the show.
You weren't there at the beginning of the show.
What do you mean? Yes, I was.
Yeah, you
what are you talking about? I was there before you. We literally just looked at photo evidence.
Let's see this. Yeah. No, it was like opening a program that freezes up. You need to reboot the computer. I did. Did I do that?
No, all right. Well, I think we have some things to talk about because
it's very
mainly because we're in a scene, right?
It's so dumb. Like, it is the biggest waste that, like, literally the whole weekend is like we're talking about something that I just did not care about at all. All right, let's go.
No.
This.
Yeah, no, it's like, it blew up so much, which is so ironic because it blew up so much online, especially today.
It's irrelevant in person.
And the biggest realization is, and one of the reasons why I'm going so hard, because it's just like, man, this literally has zero impact outside of this space. Zero.
None.
And none of the fucking creators, except for maybe one, nobody fucking gives a shit about all this, the topic of CG.
We were right
right
on the other side of Shane. Never talked to him once, and that was fine.
Right.
But all we're seeing on social media is this shit that I don't. And then like I would see clip like the morning after, like, oh Vaughn, like I'm with the worst people. I'm like, I didn't even talk to you. Like,
yeah,
it's just annoying. It's like, stop begging for attention, dude. Holy.
Well, here's the thing, right? So, and this is the thing, because I did want to talk to him, right? Just because it's
you
just.
Did? I didn't.
No, I said just because I'm like, it's weird where like, I mean, he doesn't know who the fuck I am, but I'm like, he is in this comic book space, right? Mm. So there's 4 tables, next to each other that we're on our side, right? Right behind us, again, are another 4 tables. And each side of that, we're making a square, 4 tables again, maybe less. And so in this square, you have me, we have Dan Fraga, we have Mike S. Miller,
like
and then
of the rectangles, Dan and Mike. Dan was close to our side. Mike was like leaning into Shane's side,
and they're right next to Shane Davis. Like the whole thing. I don't think anyone has pointed out the context of when Dan went to go shake Shane's hand, which I'm just seeing this, and I'm like, well, it's like they have all this interaction online and stuff like that. It'd be awkward. You're sitting so close to each other. You're not going to acknowledge each other's presence.
And then he bitches about us. And like, we're right there. And it's like, I'm not talking to him because I just don't care. But
well, yeah, I mean, but like,
literally, what would happen is every night we do, like, he would go, instead of hanging out with anyone, not even just us, he'd go on a live stream, bitch about us, and then come back down and sit next to us. And that's just bizarre behavior. Like in general,
it's like I said, we're socializing with everyone. Like we're going around like, hey, we're looking at you, right? And you say hi to the people that are in tables next to you. Like that's awkward not to acknowledge people. You walk around the convention and you go to meet other people as well. Like just say hi, get friendly with the people around you. Like we met tons of people. There's
well read.
There's plenty of people with blue wristbands. If you had a blue wristband, that meant you were working at a table, going around, walking to tables, and we turn them into customers. We're
gonna finish this, and then we're gonna move past it. We're gonna move. I wanted to talk about it briefly, just because it was so child. I was laughing about it the whole time because I have but it shows that this stuff does not matter like at all outside of online. Like it really does not. It was an amazing weekend, and I think we've given it, unless you have any final pieces, I have nothing really to add, to be honest. It's such
a
burger.
Like I said, it's just one of these things where like you just kind of have to acknowledge it because you're just like, you were in this space and you're like, it's so loud online. And you have all these people that come and attack you. And like, I have concerns when I say things online or interact with people online. I'm like, how is this going to affect when I'm meeting with people in person? And it has zero impact at all. And like, listen, as much as I make fun of Vaughn was the most popular guy at the fucking con. Like, no, I couldn't.
Franco was more popular than me.
Okay, yeah, maybe. But I'm like, just the amount of times I had to listen to people coming up all the time being like, oh, yo, Vaughn Coleman. The first thing that happens at the show is one of the girls that's nearby on the table. She's like, hey, take a picture of me and send it to Vaughn. I remember him.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just constantly over and over again.
Each other, like, so that was Ava. I'm going to see her again this weekend. Ava and I are always at Jersey shows together. She was right across from us. And yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all it was. It's just like you have this drama that gets started because somebody asked for a handshake. And
to answer the question, like, I didn't hear the argument. Someone asked in the chat. Who asked in the chat?
The argument that happened after, Shane Davis did show a recording of that on his video.
Dude, I went to work for like a few hours and I come back and I have a million fucking notifications. I'm like, what the hell happened, dude?
Yeah.
I guess a lot.
And again, with the noise that's happening post-con, it's just like I know everybody like posting a picture. I saw plenty of pictures of your face imposed on people. And it's just like, they're coming out to make fun of you. And it's like, again, this does not reflect real life in any sense of the word. It's like, it was like, I always expected it to not be reflective exactly. But I'm like, it's so insane how like not that was. And like the fact that we got this guy literally behind us, it's a big creator, you know, getting $100,000 campaigns. And like, I every time I like walk past his table, I tried to like make eye contact with him because I didn't want to go and like approach him with a handshake because we just saw what happened with that. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like, maybe I can like make eye contact with him and say hi. And he's just like this at his table, just like this, the phone. Maybe there's somebody talking that's at his table the whole time, but I'm like, okay, like this is weird. And then we're packing up and there's nobody fucking around. Except for him,
and I'm like, said, like I'd almost considered saying like, how was the con for you, whatever, like just to kind of break. But I'm like, well, he just flipped out at someone over a handshake, so I guess I just won't be like try and be nice.
Right, and I'm like, I want to go like help him out, but again, it's like you made this stuff so awkward, dude. And I'm just like, and like the people around say, like, it's just. Where's like? Why are you not socializing? What's going on, man?
Yeah, no, I don't get it, but I don't really. It's the end of the day. It's his fault. It's yeah. It was annoying, and not really worth talking about any further unless you have any final thoughts.
No, that's it. I mean, it's just like again, I'm trying to like
that it's even a topic of conversation, let alone dominating conversation about what was like one of my favorite convention experiences ever. Like this was such a waste of time and energy. And I
well,
like,
it's again, you're gonna have to. You guys are gonna have to come in person and have the actual fun, or you could be looking online all day and then just see like the shit slinging and people freaking out over fucking handshakes like faggots. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, Herman P. Hunter's The Lore Forge says, Vaughn, this stuff is business as usual. No circles, don't sweat the stuff. Oh, this was not my first experience. I was at Tampa Bay Comic-Con. I was like, hey, I want to, it's my birthday weekend. I want to hang out with some friends. It's been like 2 years.
Anyways, yeah, we can move on to that. I just wanted to give a little bit of perspective of what is was like in person. But yeah,
like to be honest, like we would laugh about it the whole time. Like I truly do not care. It's just like, can we move the fuck on and talk about all of the amazing shit that happened this weekend? Because it was like great. I got to talk to so many people that I'm a fan of. Really, it was just I mean, it wasn't any like crazy stories that I could think of. It was mostly just having fun with friends. It was cool. I had so many people that I've streamed with come by the table and say hi, or I'd go to them, and it was great. Like it really, I don't think I get to talk to Jason Bascom. I wanted to. There's a few people I missed. Like I didn't get to talk to John Romita Jr. because I didn't have like 3 hours or whoever. Or it probably wasn't that long, but like I didn't get to do that. I did not get to talk to Roy Thomas.
Well, again, you had to like divvy up your time, right? Like, are you marketing or are you selling books, right?
Can't talk about. I don't think there was anything. He's fucking with me because I don't think there was anything really like nefarious to not talk about. To be honest with you,
there was a penguin incident. So,
well, I talked about that though. Oh, dude, hold on. Right after the penguin incidents, it was fucking weird. So right after that, or maybe it was right before that, this guy is riding. I don't know if you saw, people were like riding these like scooters. And this guy was fucking plastered drunk, and he crashes out on the sidewalk, and like in front of all of us. Like everyone was outside smoking cigars. Like, whoa, what the hell? Like we were like Spider-Man extras. We were like, oh, like it was a whole. Anyway, he gets back up, and the three of them drive through a red light and like nearly get hit, all right in front of us. It was crazy.
Sounds crazy.
I mean, maybe you just had to be there. I don't know. I thought it was crazy.
That's definitely you had to be there story, but
It had to be their story. It might have been.
yeah.
Because
The Penguin is you have to listen a little bit earlier if you can stand Vaughn telling the story.
Okay.
No, I mean I would definitely look. You kind of dragged me off my ass because I've always had in my head I'm like, man, I need to go to cons. I need to go to cons and start selling books. And you kind of hit me up. You're like, hey, you want a table with me? So now I'm like, okay, I gotta go more cons.
You did great. You did great.
Yeah, especially it's nice to like break the ice of selling my book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go to any strip club, says MSK. No, we did not. That was a Vegas exclusive event. Yeah. But no, we did not go this time. Plus, I also didn't want to lose money, more than I wanted to make money this weekend. So I felt a strip club trip would be counterproductive.
Yeah, you think. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from this Coloma. How do you even say that?
Homosexual told Vaughn he wants to fuck Danny DeVito Penguin. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
it was
it did.
Strange. An explicit detail. And it was really bothering me. Because we were trying to just have a conversation about like what cool Batman movie is, what's the best villain, and he took the conversation and just made it about that.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, my hot take, which got me in trouble, is I think if we're going to be consistent, Batman 89 should be getting shit because Batman is just mass murdering people and that, but we're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, Batman. Well, yeah, I mean, back in the day, Batman used to kill people, I guess, right? And then they started that. I don't want to get into the no kill rule. Come on, I got problems with that. I've had that discussion way too many times.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. But Batman doesn't kill, and I think we need to stop being nostalgic and just admit that those movies were also. He did, but 89 is over. Yeah, I agree. I think 89 is overrated. Sorry, I think it's overrated. Here's dope. It was Tampa 2.0, and as such comes with the noise. Keep going, cons, making books, spreading the word. Hail. Absolutely, yep. Diaz brothers.
Yeah, and so I don't know if this is the 5'5" brother or the 5'11" brother. Yeah. But what's up, man? I don't know if people missed before. I have confirmed that Brandon is at least 5'5", and Phil, kind of the guy. He's kind of tall, 5'11", but he's definitely the kind of type that lies about that extra inch to put him over. Put him up to 6 feet. So, yeah.
No, yeah.
It's good meeting them.
So I'm going to be at Garden State this weekend, and then Terrificon in August. Two of my favorite conventions. Garden State, because it's very nearby. So, I only have to go an hour. So it's pretty easy. That was fun. No, but Heroes Con is one of my favorite. My number one is still Terrificon, but Heroes Con, just the sheer. What I like about it is it's the same amount of well-known creators, if not more, that New York Comic Con would have, but without any of the corporate stuff. Where, it's the perfect mix between a big con and a small con because it's
it felt massive, man.
Yeah, it was, but it was it still had a small con kind of feel in the sense that it's actually focused on comics.
Yeah.
Instead of everyone has 50 handlers. It's Jim Lee, you have to go through fucking airport security to meet Jim Lee.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I mean, I also don't know what was happening upstairs at all, right? There was
panels, I think.
Yeah, I know, but I paid zero attention to any of that. I couldn't tell you what kind of panel was happening at all. So I don't know if that was actually something that was cool or had a lot of attention to it,
I will be at Plastic City Comic Con. I'll have to look into it.
Which one's that?
I don't know. Plastic City. I'll see if that's. No, there were no strippers involved, MSK. At all. None.
Is that where he kept running off to?
Me?
Yeah.
I never went anywhere, dude.
Yeah, you kept running off like constantly.
Yeah, well, I go to. All right, so I went to talk to Mike Barron. I talked
Mhm.
to well, most of the people. Like that's so the Diaz brothers were on the other side of the con. Chad Townsend was over there, and then it was me, Andy Smith,
I stopped
Dennis
by
Simmons,
like Twitless, Narwhal,
Witness,
and
Narwhal.
no,
Well, because it was
well, their
like
table's on the way to the bathroom, so I,
so you every time like that.
yeah, every time. Hey, what's up, guys?
So like for context, our row because it was like rows, but then you would go. There'd be others.
Oh,
So
this is a good question.
No, I'm not going
Why?
to answer this question. So
Why did?
Lazmat, it was a Lazmat, Twitless, Pear, Camel Moon, like they were all there. And then like you walk over a bit, and then it's like Billy Tucci, Andy Smith, Dennis Turner, Joe Bernardo, me, Henri, who's the fucking goat, Dan Frega, Ava, my friend Ava, who's right across from me, and Mike S. Miller.
So I'm
Wait, you
copying
can
the link.
request that?
I mean, a lot of traffic goes to the urinal. So
I know, but I'm saying that's because that seems like a cheat code almost. That's a great spot.
yeah,
Man, I
the
never.
Diaz
even
brothers
thought of
asked for the same thing. They were close to a urinal.
They asked for that?
I don't know.
They were though. That's a good point.
Fucking know.
But no, I mean
So-
overall, I loved it. And I can't wait to do that again.
Sorry, I crashed .exe. No, I agree, and I don't know if there's anything else we want to cover from the con that occurred.
I'm trying to think because it was just kind of like there was not really a lot of stuff that's like because we were obviously having a blast. Like the last group, there was like 6 of us on the last night, ripping on each other and just talking and hanging out. But like nothing really like that's like a stream story. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like fun to us.
Yeah,
But like a lot of
One
it, like we didn't do a lot.
incident lasted 2 seconds.
What was that? I'm trying.
I'm
to
talking
remember.
about the shake heard around the world. Forget about it.
Oh, that, yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about. Apparently, it was heard around the world. I didn't hear it, and I was right behind them. Like, because I guess it didn't give a shit. I had to tell other people, did you hear what happened? You're right there. You must have heard it. I'm like, no.
Yeah. No. Nobody heard it.
Oh, you heard it? I didn't hear it.
Well, there was the incident number 2 that happened, I guess, but it was like basically Dan just raising his voice at Shane.
See, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, and let me remind, like I don't know if I got to finish the thought, but when Mike is recording that, like he's recording that incident with literally from the seat he was sitting at,
and Frega had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear? See, people are talking about it, and that the most violent handshake. It's true, truly.
Yeah.
It was really scary stuff. Oh, no, he raised his voice. Dude, for Frega to raise his voice, like I've never heard.
Yeah.
He's the most,
I mean, it was just justified too. And then I know people are saying like, "Oh, he threatened. He said I'm going to kick your ass," but he said it in the way of that's how they were framing what he was doing. So it's whatever. We can get off it. I know you want to get off it. So
yeah, no, it's not even that. It's just to be honest, it's just a boring, overplayed subject. Like this is a fucking handshake. We're talking like really think about it. It's like, all right, so this is another thing. When I explain this to anyone else who was at the con, there was like people.
You're weird.
There were other people in the only second behind Trump's bombing. I read. Because I was like talking, and whenever other people in the comment hear this, they'd be like, why is this even a controversy? Like he wanted to shake someone's hand. Like normal people were like, what?
Yeah. Well, nobody at the con besides, people that are in our circles on Twitter heard about the initial interaction. But the raising of the voice did attract some of the people that were around it, and we were kind of hanging out with people that were around that, and we heard some more stuff. But yeah,
it was so dumb. And again, why did everyone on Twitter need to know about a mild disagreement at a comic book convention?
Yeah.
Why did this need to be like an international incident?
It was an attempted assault.
Truly important and good use of our time.
Yeah.
Really incredible stuff. Anyway, you know what is incredible? Phenomenova issue 3, ladies and gentlemen. My new comic book is coming out. I got a few thumbnail pages in the works. I got Zach, my buddy Zach, is doing a new cover. We've got so that should be like 4 for the campaign. And hopefully a trailer should be done soon. I had a voice actress for the character, a girl who I'm friends with, did some voice acting for the character of Estrella. She just sent me some voice lines I'm going to use for the trailer. I'm just getting the pieces together. Garden State Comic Fest is this weekend. Buzz. So my most popular variant cover at cons is this one by my buddy Buzz. So we're doing print this cover for Garden State Comic Fest. So except we're gonna have the logo here. Because we made it a virgin cover. I'm not usually a fan of virgin covers, but this composition called out for it. Yeah, exactly. So Buzz is gonna be there. Then if you liked
yeah, I had freaking Vaughn devalued it with his signature, damn it.
I asked you if you wanted to sign, you fucking bitch.
No, he didn't. You literally just started signing.
Did you not want me to sign it?
It was too late, Vaughn. You already put the V there.
Did you not want me to sign it?
It's too late. It was too late. The V was there.
Did you not want me to sign it? I think you did, and you're just.
I don't know. I would have liked to been asked first. That's all.
Did you want it? Do you want it? Did you want it signed or not? You fucking bitch. Oh, that's another thing. My character Hotline from Phenomenova is based on my friend Sukeisha, who also did one of the covers. Oh wait, that's you. So she was there. We were hanging out with her. She's great. Cool. Sukeisha's really cool. Really good friend. I did call her lame for staying home and doing commissions instead of hanging out with us. But
yeah.
Mariano,
after she bullied you, there was a good running theme of people bullying you.
Why did she bully me? I thought she was the one person that didn't bully me.
No, she definitely called you desensitive or something.
I don't think she did. I think that was a different one. MSK is already trying to get in with Sukeisha. Dude. So then we got this cover. Both the artists for this cover, Mariano and Nick Capone, who colored it, will be at Garden State Comic Fest. A bunch of people who've worked on Phenomenova will be there. So if you're a fan, bring all your stuff. There's a good chance. If I don't sign it, other people sign it as well.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, okay.
Dude, get lost, man. Yeah. I have a book. I'm not gonna pitch it, so I pitched it enough.
All right, you're a fucking idiot. We got like a decent amount of viewers watching. You're not gonna pitch your book?
Nah, I don't feel like it.
Okay, you're a fucking moron. All right, so here I'm gonna pull up my mailing list for real quick because we had some new people come in, and just so Rebel Oasis Studios. Join my email list for all things Phenomenova and Rebel Oasis. We've also got a book that I'm working on with my friend Allie. That's great. We also have some other books I'm working on. Like my buddy Zach and I are working on a project together. We have my buddy Theo and I are working on a book called I Can Fix Her, which is about a demon hunter and his ex-girlfriend who's half demon, but she's not like other demons. She's different. He can fix her, or can he? You're going to have to read that eventually when that comes out. But right now we need money.
Dude, the long pitch, huh?
Well, I was pitching a few things.
No, I meant like you're pitching a book that's going to be like forever away, huh?
Well, I don't know. Depends, man.
Yeah.
Depends. It might not be. But you can also go to the digital store, globalcomics.com. What's going on, Jolly Green? And yeah. Dude, a lot of people talking about handshakes for some strange reason. I can't figure out why.
I don't know why. That's weird.
It's a mystery.
That's weird.
And then also sign up for the Kickstarter as well, even if you do back on Fund My Comic, because there will be a Kickstarter exclusive cover. Don't mind my buddy Vika Marion, who's currently doing the Green Lantern stuff. He's going to do a cover. He was there too, by the way. Great guy.
Wait, he was?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, V was there. Dude, tons of people were there. Like, I didn't even get to talk to. There were a lot of people I didn't even get to talk to. But yeah,
I
sign up
guess
for
I didn't really get to talk to as many people because I was too busy pitching your book, Vaughn.
It's all very well. And I also pitched my own book beautifully, by the way. To great effect many times. All right, dude, I'm getting fucking tired. But no, this has been great.
I know. I was kind of like waiting for you to.
Well, I was trying to give you a chance to promote your stuff, and you're doing the worst job ever.
I said I didn't want to bother. I'm good.
I know that's bad. All right, see, this is what I mean. This is Luckily, there was no throwing of hands, only shaking. Ain't that the truth? All right, guys. See you next time. If you're going to be in the tri-state area at all, head on over to Garden State Comic Fest and keep an eye out.
Give him a nice handshake.
Give me a crisp, solid handshake. I don't know what a crisp handshake would be, but go ahead. I'll be seeing you guys next. Oh, and Matt Yackey, my good friend. How you doing, Matt Yackey? All right, I'll see you guys and keep an eye out for
spitting facts.
Keep an eye out for Phenomenova issue 2 or issue 3. I'm sorry. And do I have an outro? I need to get one, dude. All right, here we go. We're gonna do this one.
It's a trap.
That's too short. Fuck.
What the fuck is going on?
I wanted to do an intro, but I chose
Make
one
us more awkward while you're at it.
All right. We're
Jesus
gonna do.
Christ. This is exactly how Vaughn pitches his book, by the way, to people.
That's not even true. Fuck you.
Get aggressive. They will put handcuffs on you.
Getting your attention. I did this. I was tapping your arm with my arm. I had you with like that.
I had told you on more than one occasion that I wasn't putting the volume down.
Well, you know what? I kept asking because it was driving me crazy.
When the teacher says something, she's the boss of you and you.
Shut up! Give me a turn to speak!